This is rapid every single day until I hit 2,000 ELO on chess.com. Day one, let's jump right into it. 10 minutes, that's what we play. And we're gonna play the English, C4. See the reversed Sicilian. We know what to do against this. He's gonna play this line. Interesting. So we're gonna see our first kind of deviation here from what I'm familiar with. Let's see. What is best to do here? Probably to play this. Just making sure that doesn't open me up to anything dangerous because I am threatening this. Should be a fine move, unless there's theory here that I am unfamiliar with. Really, the goal is to keep this bishop. We don't want to trade off that bishop too quickly. In fact, at all. I don't want to trade off that bishop at all. So he's thinking, that's a good sign. That means I think I did a move that he is at least hopefully a little bit unfamiliar with. Anybody that plays the Sicilian as black will know that this is the reverse of a dragon variation of the Sicilian. I don't know how to play that variation, so we're totally and utterly guessing here. We have Chipotle Bowl Chess versus Epsilon Alpha Chess. I wonder if that is his YouTube name. All right. So we see this. Can I do this? Check. And then after that, no, that's a bad idea. So probably what this means is to just drop this back to D1, kind of get out of dodge while we can. I think I've diffused the main threat of the light square bishop trade, so I'm fine with that. He's going to have to develop his other knight, or else I am going to take this pawn. And then from there, I'm just going to develop sort of how I normally do in this variation, which is this move. Play E3 and then D4, gaining space in the center. So he is lining up that trade, which is... Or he's just trying to long castle, either one. Either one doesn't really matter to me. I just got to get my pieces out. If he does do that, I'll probably just castle. Epsilon Alpha Chess wants to chat with me. What do you get on your bowl, he asks. Oh, that's secret information. I'll only tell him if I win. Here, I think castling is just the move, and then he's going to trade off the pieces, which honestly, in this position, not really much else I can do there. How many defenders does he have on that? 3. I have 3 defenders. He has 3 attackers. I am fine to push this. I'm also like mostly fine with an IQP just because I am trying to get as much development on him as possible. So this is certainly not shaping up to be how I wanted this to get played. It's not necessarily bad. I just don't love it. I just don't love it, and you know, that's my right. I don't have to love it. I don't have to love it. So what's really going on here? Let's figure that out. He's attacking this. If he does that, I can do this, which is kind of okay with me because it unlocks my rook. It adds a solid defender on that in a pawn, so he can't really go trying to steal it. What else can we do? Because I'm thinking this, like sort of forcing him to make the move. Oh wait, he's also attacking this, so this is probably what I would end up having to play. But then after this, a little bit ugly. So what do I actually do? Maybe I just push and kind of invite him to make that move. But then if he puts his knight there, it gets a little bit ugly, and that is a difficult piece to remove. So I don't know if I really want to do that. I could push this piece, but then it's sort of like after this, you know, takes, no, I can't because then he still takes this. So maybe the move is to just go here. Maybe that's the move. I hope I am not missing anything incredibly obvious, but I'm going to play that. This knight is also like undefended, so I could go here and, you know, be under attack. But again, he has this move, which is just really, that would be quite abrasive to be seen. So again, we talked about this. I'm mostly okay with this. I need to be on the lookout for these checks, but you know, I sort of own that square at the moment, so it's fine. Like for example, actually, this move would be a huge blunder because he would win it with this. So we need to sort of figure out what to do here. I'm thinking maybe just pushing these pawns in a sort of pawn storm. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Do we really know? I don't really know. I certainly don't. I am completely at a loss. So, yeah, this is a new position for me. I've never really seen this. I need to make a move though, so I think I'm just gonna play a3, kind of taking space. He's probably gonna start pushing these pawns. That's what he did that for, so that I couldn't just steal this with my rook. That's what I'm assuming he's gonna do. Also, this would be kind of annoying because I no longer could play this, but I didn't really want to play that in the first place. So, should be fine. What happens if I push? If I push, he probably goes here, or not anymore. He would probably go, actually he could go there. And what happens in that resulting position? I don't really know. I'm going to continue with my plan. If he pushes that, my king is just really, really weak, and I don't like having a weak king. If he pushes that though, I can force a trade of queens. And does that really get me anything? It at least just gets the pressure off my back. So I'm gonna do that because he's gonna play this now. He's gonna push that h-pawn, and now I am going to force the queen trade. I'm happy to do this. If anything, I have space. I have these two pawns right here. I have space. I don't necessarily know what that does. I just need to get a little bit more active. I just got to get my pieces into the game. So now I could start considering something like this, like pushing. Again, though, it's sort of just... So the goal here is going to be to get him to play this, trying to weaken his position a little bit. I think that that's what that would do at least. And then we'll drop back. I am no grandmaster. I don't know if That's actually a good move for him. Take. Are we just going to trade off all of our pieces, and will this be a draw? Maybe. All right, it's high time to get the kings into the game. I actually kind of like this move. Let's see what happens if I play it. It's not exactly a one-way door. I can always pull back. I think I like getting rid of this, but do I even need to? I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I feel like it's the right thing to do. So now we're gonna get our knight into the game. If he pushes this, I can just push up. Whoa. That's really aggressive. And actually not a move that I want to see. If I push and then I think pushing is the move. He's gonna get in. I think he just won because of all of that. I let him in. Yeah. I have now let him in. Yeah, this appears to be over now. Yep, that's definitely over. All right, next game. All right, we get black against Fermento 99. And we see d4. Against d4, we play this move. And then we will immediately follow up with this. I don't know why, but something tells me that I can do a move like that. If I go here and then he goes here, and then I go here, he goes here, and then I go here, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You know, that's fine. Let's open it up. Let's go here. Go ahead and castle. I've never seen this position before in my life, so this is completely new to me. What to do? That's the question. What do we do? We go here. Attacking this as well as threatening this. He'll probably be forced to castle here. He will be forced to castle here and just give up that pawn. Which for the most part I'm fine with. Is there anything like more aggressive that I can do? No, don't see it. Nope, which just means it's time to get the hell out of there. Still lining up this same attack. Yeah, he will thwart it. Ah, that was a mistake. I should have gone all the way back so that I can push this. Unfortunate. Okay. Just because he did that, I'm going to develop my rook onto the same file and just maybe, you know, try to create like some sort of uncomfortable situation for him. He will go there. Which lets me do this. Then I get that pawn. As well as, you know, potentially an uncomfortable pin that comes along with it. If here, then I think I have this. I think this is good. I am not, you know, upset about this. Is there any like cheeky way that I can let's start with that, because that just kind of gives us some tactical opportunities. I'm already thinking of multiple, like we're doubling up on this square. This is undefended so that if he decides to go somewhere like down here, I can, you know, take, whatever it might be. I just feel like there's some opportunity. If I did this to double up on this, if he goes here, what do I have? Nothing. I don't have anything. So... I actually have to be a little... No, I don't. What about this move? Oh, that move traps the queen. No, it doesn't. Almost, though. It almost traps the queen. He has to block with the knight. Again, this is just very quickly kind of getting ugly for him. A lot of pressure building up everywhere. And then I think I can go here. Forcing just all sorts of uncomfortable things. Yeah, so after he goes there, I think I have this, which would kind of force him to go here, and then I check, and then no matter how he takes, I win the queen. So unless there's something that I am not seeing, which I don't think there is. I mean, he could go here. Oh. He just gives up. He just gives it up. Which, you know, that's his right. He doesn't need to. Doesn't need to do anything he doesn't want to. So, have to be really careful not to, like, completely ruin this. One thing I am seeing is this move, which forks these two pieces. And it, you know, x-rays this. He doesn't have any attempt to back rank me, at least at the moment. So I think that is the move to make. And I think that's a killing blow. Not gonna lie, I think it just all becomes a little bit underwhelming after that. Ah, but he had that. Had that, didn't see it, but it was there. I'm gonna go here because, like, look, the goal of this is definitely just to get everything off the freaking board, right? So if I can go here and then trade off the bishops, or the bishop. And then at a certain point, I'm just gonna make Luft and try to go for the kill. I think I'll go ahead and line this up. And then I think that opportunity to create Luft is coming in pretty darn quickly. If I take, this all just becomes pretty ugly for him, and I don't think that there's a way that he can win. However, I'm just gonna take a break, take a breath, make some Luft. If he pushes this, in fact, that's probably what he's going to do. I would go here. I would go there and just like triple up. Because, you know, if he takes, I have this, and then followed by that. Pretty damn ugly. Pretty ugly all around. I do actually think that that is the best move on the board. I think that's the best move. Or actually, maybe just taking. No, that's not the best move. Yeah, I think this is the best. This looks like the best to me. Now after this, though, I would just go there. Doesn't change anything. If he hadn't moved his knight there, or his bishop there, he could have just gone there, but now he can't. Now he is just losing that piece. In a last-ditch moment of trickery, he does this, but he is not tricking me. He's not resigning, though. He is not resigning. So in that case, I need to be really careful not to just frickin' blunder everything away. It'd be really unfortunate to lose this game. think the move is just to bring this here. And then we're just gonna start taking everything. Even if he checks me, I have this hole to hide in. We go here. We come back, he's just gonna push this mindlessly, not seeing that there is now, yep, as suspected, the dominoes topple. He is still not resigning. Impressive. You gotta admire the gumption. You really do. Is there any way that I can, you know, get a checkmate? There it is. Cool. We get white. We play c4. Him playing the symmetrical variation probably means that he has no idea how to play against c4, but he does do this, and we know how to play against this. We play the Botvinnik variation, which is the same way that we play against the other Fianchetto setup, which would be the King's Indian. I personally love this setup. I think it's super intuitive, super fun. Fun to play. The goal is just to get this f-pawn in and sort of start running them down. So I am actually going to play this move, baiting him to take, because then I'm going to play this and it's going to be really hard for his light squared bishop to get into the game at any point, and it will be easy for us to get in. Doesn't take the bait though. Probably too smart. We're just going to push Freddy the f-pawn. As you can see, these typical Botvinnik structures are very tense, lots of pieces looking at each other, and he allows me to get in f5, which is typically in these structures really, really, really bad. He's probably going to take this now because he's like, oh man, there's a lot of things that are getting up in my grill. He doesn't take it. So we're just going to continue to do our pawn storm here the same way that we do. We don't really care about this pawn storm on his side. If he takes, we're just going to trade back and always just have this really locked down bind of a center. He still doesn't seem very worried about what we're doing here. He doesn't seem to have any fears whatsoever. Yep, there he goes. And I think taking that way when they have the Fianchetto on the left is the proper way to do it, because the structure is just that much more annoying for his light squared bishop, and it gives our light squared bishop more room to run. Obviously this becomes powerful and looks like, and honestly, I'm fine, I think. I want to just get rid of that, actually. I don't want anything to do with that. So there, he sort of shows his colors, shows what he wants to do, and now you can see our light squared bishop has at least, you know, some extra squares and extra file here. My light squared bishop is a lot more happy than his is. His is completely locked out of the game. It's going to be very difficult for him to get that into the game. So what do we do? Well, I think we just need to start developing. So we'll put this here. We'll put that there. We'll get this guy into the game. gonna have to handle this with a certain level of I don't really know. He's gonna probably try to trade. Yeah, he does. So I'm fine to trade because I inevitably want to be the owner of this file. So I'm hoping that he trades off. And if he doesn't, and then he allows me to trade, I can then jump in with this move. Yeah, so he sees that. I kind of want to get rid of this piece. Okay, he takes with that. I'm gonna go here so he can't push it. And now the position is just really just deadlocked, which I like. I'm gonna go here, I think. We'll go here. He might actually jump to here. Playing this move was probably better there. I'm going to play that now so he doesn't even have that opportunity in the future. He can keep pushing this pawn all he wants. I'm just going to trade away. Okay. Huh. This is shaping up to be quite drawish. We'll go here. Yeah, he's gonna try to trade everything. I'll drop it back. This pawn is just under so much pressure. It's hard to kill it. We'll go here. Probably resulting in that. But honestly, that's kind of a bait. I'm sort of happy to see him do that. He'll move back now. Oh, he'll do that. How interesting. All right, new plan. Okay, new plan. We're gonna try to break through on the left here. And now we are totally gridlocked. If anything, though, I have a pass pawn, which that's not nothing. But at the same time, it's going to be kind of impossible to do anything with it. With just the way that the current structure is structuring, you know? I'm going to offer him a draw because I think that this is a draw. I'll offer it to him again. See if he wants to take it. I'm pretty sure that this will be a draw. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Just something like that. You know, it'd be really easy to miss that. Oh, you know what? I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity. So let's go here. Actually, this was probably better. So there. Here, here. And then I get through. I get through now, which probably doesn't look great to him. I can't let him take that though. That's the problem. It's gonna be hard. Well, not when he makes a move like that, it won't be hard. Because now he's just giving it to me. He gave it to me on a silver platter there. Yeah. We go here. And we just start eating. We just start eating. I think honestly, like, that's a fine move. We're gonna eat that. I think I'm setting up a mate threat. This isn't over. This is not over. This is getting hard. Really, what I need to do now is trade the queens. If I trade the queens, I win. Yep, and there it is. GG. Gonna push. And that's game. He should be resigning now. Should have taken the draw. All right, guys, that was day one. We went up 8 ELO, I think, from when we started. See you on day 2.